Yo guys, and welcome back again to my gaming channel AsoBoxx. Dan kembali bersama gue di Vampyr ya, yang salah satu game yang gue sempat belum rekamin lagi ya, karena gue lagi seru gitu ya untuk rekamin Darksiders 3 ya. Ini juga salah satu game ya bareng sama Resident Evil 7 yang gue belum rekamin lagi. Tapi ya sudahlah, gue sudah berada di Vampyr kembali ya. Dan langsung saja gue akan melanjutkan untuk seri Vampyr gue yang sekarang di part 3 ya. Baru 2 part aja gue udah stop rekaman lagi coy. Udahlah, jadi mission gue adalah sekarang adalah untuk rest in bed ya. Nah, sebenarnya sih di sini sih ada salah satu side mission sih yang bisa gue ambil gitu ya. Untuk gue ada salah satu side mission yang bisa gue mainin, tapi mungkin akan gue skip aja untuk side missionnya. Jadi gue akan langsung aja lanjutin story-nya. Kenapa tuh? Ada satu orang, si Dorothy. Up snitch. Dikasih balet gue. Kayak bukan sih. Udahlah. Kita coba keluar dulu. Hah? Dorothy? What's wrong?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Waduh.
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Gila. Rumah sakit taruh barang-barangnya semua di dalam kuburan coba. Hebat bener-bener. Sudahlah. Akan gue kerjakan saja missionnya. Gila men. Suruh jalan sendiri gue coba. Oh ini ya. Waduh. Old Morgue-nya dungeon lagi tipenya. Parah. Tapi statusnya healthy sih. Berarti nggak ada musuh dong di sini. Find useful medicinal ingredients in the old morgue. For tartrate, quinine sama sodium hypochlorite. Oke. Tapi lagunya agak-agak ngeri gitu ya. Ini jangan-jangan emang ada musuhnya lagi. Cara walk gue lupa gimana. Oh, pencet kontrol. Oke. Cari-cari item dulu. Oh, ditunjukin ternyata posisi-posisi obatnya. Bukan ini. Aduh. Mata ngeri-ngeri gitu lagi.
It's locked, all right.
Wis, ada orang. Ngapa coy? Gue bawa kapak coy. Nothing to fear. Nothing to be afraid of. Oke, gue harus naik. Oh, aduh, ada musuh ternyata di sini. Tetap aja coy, mau suasana healthy juga. Langsung aja tacu. Kena dong.
behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Dapat satu obat.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Ada something di basement gitu. Oi. Gila. Gue lupa gue bisa lock on di sini. Gue mau bangke, kena dong. Gue mau kayak perfect dodge gitu. Ih, kena lagi dong. Gue mau kayak ini, kayak apa, guard kayak nge-counter gitu. Tapi susah juga coy. Lamaan nih. Aduh. Gua nge-heal dulu dah. Nih, aduh, kayak agak susah pakai glaive deh. Mending pakai ini aja deh. Pakai machete aja. Gila, Hexaw lebih sakit dong serangannya. Tapi nggak, gue pakai machete aja deh. Cara ganti senjata. Oh, ini dia. Oke. Mana obat?
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Wah, anjay, kaget gue. Apaan tuh? Ada Vampyr nih ya. Gila. Rame dong.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Kena lu. Gua isi blood gua dulu. Dia sekali. Aduh. Sekalinya ke stun itu dong dia, apa namanya? Resisten buat ke stunan nambah lagi. Awalnya kan 2 tadi kan lu lihat kan. Terus naik jadi 3 coy. Gila nih musuhnya. Kuat juga. Cuma minion aja kuat gitu. Bener kan? Wah, apa nih, ada mayat. Oh, gila, ngeri amat.
It's locked, all right.
Locked. Liston. Blood. You just acquire a type of hand. Oh, kok bisa ini? Dapat barang baru ya? Apa nih? Local citizen of investigation are displayed here. Character district. Oh, ini ada ini dia punya ininya apa? Hidden questnya coy, yang side quest gitu ya. Namanya investigation gitu kan. Nah, ini gue kayak dapat satu ini juga deh, dapat satu quest baru nih, dan kemungkinan besar ada hubungannya sama mereka berdua nih.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Gua jadi detektif dulu nih.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
Open chest.
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Oh, ini ada ada side quest nih yang berhubungan sama si dokter Tippett-nya tuh. Ntar gue bisa tanya dia tuh. Apa yang telah lo lakukan kepada pasien yang satu ini, coy? Ini harusnya di sini tempatnya nih. Oh, gila. Kok ngeri-ngeri gitu tempatnya ya? Siapa tuh? John Doe. Kena lu. Aduh. Ternyata ada timingnya dong. Aduh, kena gua. Kena lagi lu. Gila.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Harus minum darah gua. Soalnya ini musuhnya udah semakin kuat, coy.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Oke, maksudnya gua kesini, gua bisa ngapain? Tadi itu cuma minion bener tuh, si Skull itu cuma minion sebenarnya kan, tapi bisa jadi kuat gitu loh. Itu soalnya mereka minum darah terus nih. Kalau gua kan sama sekali ini belum minum darah manusia secara apa? Secara official gitu bahasanya. Official lagi. We have enough component to craft treatment for fatigue. Oke. Oh, ini gue bisa analyze. Analyze dulu lah. Oke. Mana fatigue ini ya? Gua udah banyak ya. Serum ini untuk, oh ini buat gua nih kayak ini. Nah ini buat, kalau ini yang buat ini apa, buat pasien, coy. Gua buat ini aja. Ya udah habis lagi barangnya. Cuma satu dikasihnya gitu loh, padahal mereka butuhnya banyak kan, setahu gua. Sekarang gua disuruh keluar sekarang. Aduh, ntar ada aja nih masalahnya nih. Gila. Padahal bukan horor nih, tapi agak-agak semi horor juga nih kayak game. Gua datang dari mana tadi ya? Gua nggak inget, di sana ada mayat. Baru nih ya. Anjir, kaget. Kena lu. Gila, hampir aja gua ketipu aja itu. Gila, hampir gua ketipu tuh sama ini orang. Untuk gua ngadep belakang. Makanya gue pikir, nih kapan ada mayatnya di sini gitu loh. Ternyata tipuan dikasih sama si ini nih, sama minionnya. Bener nih, udah lebih pintar gitu. Tapi ini dari battle sih, ini XP gue lumayan gede sih, udah 1000 nih. Yuhu, nurse, I'm back.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Disease decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Oh, itu biasa. Bentar deh, si...
Dr. Reed, may I help you?
Ya, ini. Ada kecapean sih ini, si Nurse Dorothy-nya.
I'll see you later.
Coba kalau gua scan. Enggak juga sih. Dia masih healthy. Aduh, sudahlah. Ini suruh ketemu dokter Swansea ya. Remember, citizens blood will provide you massive XP boost. Look for citizens of your mesmerized level or below and choose wisely. Di sini kan gue dikasih tahu kalau nggak salah tuh, lu jangan minum darah manusia karena bisa trigger bad ending gitu. Gue baca sih ya. Tapi kayak kalau misalkan gue minum darah musuh gitu ya, kayak nggak apa-apa kali ya. Maksudnya orang-orang jahat yang memang pantas untuk orang-orang jahat gitu, antagonis gitu kan, yang pantas untuk bahasanya dibunuh gitu ya. Tapi ya lihat nanti aja lah. Gue mungkin evolve dulu lah, baru ntar lanjut. Wah, apa nih? Kok tiba-tiba di belakang sini kebuka, coy? Aneh sih. Pintunya kayak hancur gitu ya. Oh iya coy. Iya nggak sih? Ada orang masuk nih. Wah, gila bener-bener. Nah deh, gua upgrade dulu, habis itu baru gua akan ketemu si dokter Swansea-nya ya.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Dr. Swansea.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Oke. Gue tadi mencet E terus nih, makanya nggak gerak-gerak nih orang. Oke lah, gue disuruh ketemu sama si Lady Ashbury tadi ya. Oke, Dr. Swansea.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just...
Then ask away.
Oke lah, mungkin
We'll
nggak
see.
terlalu panjang nanti jadinya. Feeling gue sih Lady Ashbury tuh yang kita ketemu tuh pas setelah lawan si siapa tuh? Pokoknya bos pertama kita lah. Gue lupa namanya. Karena ada satu cewek tuh yang ternyata kemungkinan besar yang dia punya skill vampire juga tuh. Nah, kemungkinan dia tuh si Lady Ashbury-nya tuh. Oh iya kan nih, bener kan?
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Oh.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Nah, kan, gue udah bilang kan. Makanya ini apa? Di posisi dia tuh, kalau misalnya sampai dia ketahuan jadi vampir, bisa jadi sesuatu gitu kan.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Gila. Gue disuruh ngelakuin tugas vampir tanpa harus jadi vampir, coy.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Si Lady Ashbury sendiri nggak tahu siapa yang lagi ini meres dia.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Oh, gue dia takut kalau jiwa vampirnya naik, coy, kalau misalnya dia yang ngurus coy.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Apa nih? Blood loss. Oh, gua tahu deh maksudnya. Jadi ada satu informasi yang dimana tuh, jadi kematian pasien tuh kebanyakan tuh gara-gara blood loss coy, dan kemungkinan besar ini bisa jadi satu bukti untuk nyalahin apa kayak bahasanya tuh buat blackmail si Lady Ashbury inilah. Nah, makanya nih gua
Excuse my impertinence, your ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
Harriet Jones.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Oh, ini repot nih. Udah jadi Sherlock Holmes gua sekarang nih. Aduh. Suruh cari apa nih? Culpritnya siapa nih? Mana si Harriet Jones?
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Gue belum pernah ketemu dia kayaknya. Iya nggak sih? Oh iya kan belum.
What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Kalau kata dia sekarang Salah satu nurse-nya ya. Aduh. Salah satu nurse-nya ada yang jadi ini nih. Blackmailer-nya nih.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Oke, mungkin pasti bukan Dorothy Crane sih. Dia terlalu serius untuk jadi blackmailer kan.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Kayaknya bukan dia deh.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Oke. Berarti kayak bukan Pipa Hawkins ya. Berarti kemungkinan besar Gwyneth Brannigan lagi nih. Mana ini si cek? Mana ini orangnya? Ada yang di bawah ya? Emang ada basement di... Ada lantai basement ya di rumah sakit ini? Coba deh. Tapi gue cari yang paling dekat aja deh. Ini siapa nih? Dorothy Crane ya? Oh, ini Gwyneth.
Good evening, nurse.
Oh.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Oke, tadi gua nggak tahu kenapa tiba-tiba jadi nge-lag tadi. Langsung aja gua
Have
tanya
you seen
dia.
a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Oh, dia nggak tahu ya.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Berarti salah satu lagi si Dorothy Crane dong. Tapi dia di bawah nih. Nah, lo. Berarti selama ini Dorothy Crane dong yang sebenarnya jahat dong. Kemungkinan besar. Oh, itu si Clay Cox. Mana nih? Eavesdrop. Oh. Activate your senses. If a citizen behaves suspiciously, their heart emanate distinctive glow. By looking at the citizen, you unlock special interaction. Look for Dorothy Crane. Oh, ini pernah nih gue kejadian nih. Jadi kayak ada satu orang yang tiba-tiba tuh kalau bisa gue nge-scan kayak jantungnya tuh jadi nyala, coy. Nah ini baru dikasih tutorialnya di sini, coy. Makanya gue bingung kenapa gitu ya. Pantasan gue bingung gitu. Mana nih si Dorothy Crane-nya nih? Sebelah sana. Oh, tuh dia. Coba nih.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Dorothy Crane ini ya, kepala monster jangan-jangan ya. Oh. Gila, tiba-tiba udah hilang aja sih itu Dorothy Crane-nya. Oh, jadi tadi tuh kayak ada tuh kan lihat kan tadi di bawahnya itu ada kayak apa? Warna apa? Kayak roh-roh merah gitu kan. Atau asap-asap merah lah, gue mungkin bilangnya kali ya. Nah, itu Gue bisa eavesdrop dari sana coy ternyata. Gitu caranya. Oh. Ini kling-kling gue kayaknya nih si Dorothy Crane nih kepala mobster sebenarnya nih. Aduh. Cobaannya gue samperin dulu tuh. Apa namanya? Dia punya premannya. Gue sambil nge-scan dikit kali ya. Suara apa tuh? Bener-bener tuh. Nggak suka tuh gue tuh suaranya tuh. Bener-bener. Ada. Minion di sini ada itu juga, ada minion vampir. Oh, ada trail of blood.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Oh, si itunya udah mobster udah mati sama vampir. Gila. Broke skull udah level 8 coy. Untung gue level 8. Udahlah, gue serang aja kali. Kena lu. Aduh, gua pakai ini sih. Aduh, musuhnya balik lagi dong sini. Gila. Kok repot amat lawannya dah. Lalu. Padahal lawannya nggak susah gitu ya, tapi kok gua kesusahan. Aduh, bener-bener. Cuma perlu ngedat sini, ngedat sana doang gitu. Tapi kenapa gua kesusahan gitu kan? Aduh, bener-bener dah. Wah, ini kayak sih boss battle nih gua sama si mobster nih. Kemungkinan sih ya. Mana? What the hell? Sewer base?
What sort of creature is this?
Oh, gila. Ouch. Bisa ada werewolf di sini dong. Gila. Gila. Kena lu. Ai, sakit. Kena. Sakit, men. Kena lu. Kena lagi lu. Oh, dia makin naik tuh resisten bloodnya tuh. Kena. Aduh, gue harus rest. Di satu istirahat. Aduh, gue sakit. Heal dulu, heal. Kena. Gila. Sekarang udah 7 dong resistennya. Level 9 dia bener-bener. Padahal gue level 8 sekarang nih. Habis upgrade kan. Tapi masih susah lawannya. Sakit. Kena lagi lu. Gigit terus. Aduh, gue heal dulu deh. Kena lu. Kena lu.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Gila 600 dong itunya. Udah mati orangnya ya. Nurse Crane voucher. If you are sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothy to get help. No tricks, no charges, no question asked. Oh, just find Darius Pretentious how and present this coupon.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Ini ketemu si Dorothy Crane ya di Whitechapel. Whitechapel mah di itu kan apa? Ntar gua ganti dulu senjata gua. Udah habis dong buat lawan si itu siapa? Buat lawan si itu siapa? Si apa namanya? Lord Werewolf.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Nggak mau dah, gue minum darah tikus dah. Which Whitechapel? Whitechapel tuh ada di jauh gila. Ini kemana ini gue jalannya coy? Gampang sih, ke kiri sini lewatin jembatan terus lurus aja coy. Cobalah ya. Whitechapel tuh kalau nggak salah dari di sini. Oh ini kan pilarnya si. Wah gila. Oh enggak deh. Gue pikir XP-nya naik. Ternyata enggak juga coy. Gila.
Jesus, I've never seen so many people die in the same time.
Saya buat samperin tuh si Dorothy Crane tuh. Lewat sini kan tadi ya. Distrik Sirius, wah. Ini musuhnya banyak nih. Ya aja nih. Push. Gue bukan mau teleport gue. Gue sambil nge-scan kali ya. Sambil lihat map arah gue kemana. Gue masih lurus, cuma lurus sih. Oh ada yang ini dong. Ada yang Vampire Hunter gitu kali ya. Atau preman biasa kali. Aduh. Sakit. Kena lu. Gila level 12 musuhnya dong. Nggak nanggung-nanggung ngasihnya. Kena lagi lu. Gila nggak nanggung-nanggung ngasihnya level 12 musuhnya dong. Gue udah kuat belum nih lewat sini nih. Kalau gini caranya nih. Gue harus ini lagi kayak upgrade senjata gue juga lagi. Kurang bagus soalnya nih. Apa dia punya senjata gue? Udah level 12. Bener kan? Sini banyak tikus nih. Berarti ada save page. Oh ada hideout bener kan? Gila. Mantap. Coba nih, gua ketemu siapa nih?
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Katanya ada hideout baru gua. Aduh, masih 70 meter lagi. Udahlah kayak gua kalau ketemu hideout gua kayak gua done dulu sih ya. Soalnya kelamaan jatuhnya nih dia punya rekamannya. Mana hideout barunya? Gue bisa teleport sebenarnya ya. Tahu deh. Sini gue nggak lihat ada tikus-tikus sih, jadi gue nggak tahu nih. Oh, apa nih? Wih. Ada yang ngebunuh orang di sana. Kayak side quest tuh jatuhnya tuh. Waduh. Udahlah, mungkin gua balik dulu. Mana sih hideoutnya? Katanya gua ketemu di sini. Ini ya? Bukan. Ada siapa tuh? Ada orang baru. Waduh. Ntar aja deh. Terlalu lama ntar jadi ya. Nah ini baru nih, banyak tikus kan tuh. Ini hideout baru gua. Iya gak sih? Lah kok gua malah kayak masuk dungeon? Bukan nih, bukan. Wah, gua salah masuk lagi. Whitechapel, serius. Iya bener deh, ini keep out soalnya sini. Iya gak sih? Bener sih, ini hideout gua sih. Ya nggak ya? Ya nggak ya? Ya nggak ya? Ya nggak ya? Coba gua naik. Mungkin di atas kali. Dead inside. Oh kan bener. Hideout gue di sini. Oh, ada pintu di situ kan sebenarnya kan. Kenapa gua jalannya jauh banget dah. Aduh, udahlah. Wah, berarti untuk episode dari Vampyr sampai di sini dulu aja ya. Ini pas gua coba main lagi sih nih, sebenarnya gamenya masih seru sih ya. Udah masih seru gitu kalau mau dimainin gitu loh. Cuman ya karena gue lagi hype-nya tuh lagi di Darksiders 3 gitu kan, makanya jadi ini sempat macet gitu ya. Tapi ya ini akan gue lanjutin lagi sih untuk rekaman Vampyr ya. Tadi gue juga udah ketemu tuh satu orang lagi tuh, kayak gue nggak tahu tuh cewek tuh siapa gitu ya. Pokoknya ntar gue langsung samperin aja di next part ya. Jadi oke lah, untuk rekaman Vampyr sampai sini dulu aja. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like and also subscribe. It really helps me a lot. And I'll see you in the next video. This is AsoBoxx signing off.